Hello everybody, Simon with Fanquig Coins and Bullion here, and today gold has hit $3,000 an ounce, and I'm a little late to the party. It's hit it for about a week now, but I wanted to talk about the subject and kind of give you guys my thoughts and potentially some information to think about. So let's dive right in and talk about that today. All right everybody, so like I mentioned in the intro, gold has hit $3,000 an ounce, and we're actually seeing some level of support in the marketplace, and it's very topical. I wanted to talk about just general demand, some economic signals, impact on myself and other dealers, as well as some business strategies. And the reason why I kind of want to talk about this is I had a woman drop off a ton of scrap gold to my office today, and I use the term pretty loosely, scrap gold. And really, this is, most of these items were at one point usable. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but in reality, there is a ton of value in this kind of stuff. There was a long time ago, and especially now with gold being so high. That's just something for you to guys look at while I kind of just have a run through my talking points here. So talking about demand, there's definitely more demand for buyers. I've seen more people coming in to the office to buy gold or take something like this. Say I have, grandma's, grandpa's gold rings, and I want to put it into gold bullion. That's not uncommon. I did that with some silver, and I've done that with quite a bit of gold lately. There's also enormous increased selling activity. People are cashing in, and this woman here, this was probably, I paid her probably about 80%, 85%, and I'm going to make about 10% on this group. But that's a ton of money, guys. I mean, this is over 100 grams gross weight here in 14 and 10 karat gold. And, that's a big chunk of change for her, but it's also a big chunk of change for me. And I'll make my money, and she was very pleased. She went to some other stores and some other shops, and I was paying the best, and I pride myself in that because I want to be able to service my customers, I want to be able to educate, and I want to be able to basically provide the best service that I can for the community. Silver and gold have been going up, and people are saying, well, what should I buy? What should I look at? And a big thing for me is looking at the ratio, and realistically, the ratio has not changed. The ratio is still basically 88-1, as it has been for the last 6 to 12 months. And that tells me that gold and silver are rising equally. And that's healthy. You don't want to see, you do want to see, and if you do, you want to, work with the market to balance out your portfolio. If you have more gold, and you can move it into silver and vice versa and kind of work that. With the economic signals, this could be a signal for a loss of confidence in the economy, banks, government, the stock market. People are moving money into physical assets or cashing in their physical assets, buying other things that still hold value. Impact on me as a dealer, definitely more buying and selling. That's good for business. I'm making money regardless if gold is 1,500 or 3,000 or 30,000. It doesn't really matter to me, as long as this stuff keeps coming in. There has been a serious drop in premiums, both realistically for selling and buying. Dealers are paying a little bit less. I know my wholesaler is paying me a little less on scrap gold, and I got to work with him on that, and he typically treats me pretty good. But with something this large, I want to be able to get as much out of it as I can. And the market is more volatile. So we've seen it at 3,000, but are we going to see it go higher, or is it going to come lower? Is it going to bounce back down a little bit? And it's just difficult to determine where things are going to shake up. And if I knew, obviously, I would be telling you guys what to do, and I would be doing it myself, but nobody knows. Numismatic demand is very high, pre-33, especially $5 and $10 coins. You can get those pretty much at spot. And the 20s, sometimes even a little bit below spot, depending on who you talk to. And my last kind of talking point here, it's going to be a shorter video today, talking about business strategies, liquidity management. For me, it's important to be able to pay strong on this kind of stuff to make sure people get, I want people's business, but also for, I'm basically going to bring this down to my wholesaler tomorrow and sell it. And, I know gold's not going to go down too much or up too much, and basically cash in and keep the money moving there. And then also, customer education. I probably spent 2 hours with the gal that brought this in, and basically we talked about how I price things, how other people price things, things with stones. I knocked a lot of the stones out of these just because my wholesaler doesn't like it. Some of this stuff he'll try to resell, but realistically, a lot of this stuff is out of fashion right now. So really, it's just talking about what things are worth, what things are going for, and then, going from there with the customers. So again, talking about demand here in the video, economic signals, impact on myself and other dealers, and then business strategies. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you guys in the giveaway. All right, everybody, so let's get into that giveaway. We're doing this 1999S dime for the giveaway today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to be entered to each giveaway. Per usual, we got my website, Instagram, Google, and eBay linked in the description of each video and in my main page here. All the coins you guys see are available for sale on my website, vanquigcoins.com. Check me out on Instagram. I do a lot of deals here. All this 90% in bullion basically sold on Instagram, so that's great deals there for you guys as well. Check out my eBay as well. Lots of good deals going on there. And for the giveaway, now we'll grab the comments here. 33 comments. All right, Alex King, you are the winner there. And for the next one here, we are going to be giving away the matching 1999S penny. So stay tuned for that. Watch this video and some other ones and comment, and we will talk to you guys next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.